The world is holding its breath tonight. President Donald Trump has ordered the immediate deployment of 3 powerful U.S. Navy destroyers, backed by more than 4,000 Marines, directly toward Venezuela. The move has transformed Caracas into the center of global attention. At the heart of this confrontation is Venezuelan President Nicolás Maduro. Facing overwhelming U.S. firepower, Maduro has taken to national television to make his stand. With a firm voice, he declared that 4.5 million militia members are prepared to defend Venezuela to the death. His words echo defiance, but behind the rhetoric lies a haunting question. Can Venezuela's forces actually resist? Because make no mistake, this time, Washington isn't bluffing. The destroyers deployed, the USS Gravely, USS Jason Dunham, and USS Sampson, aren't symbolic tools of intimidation. Each is an Aegis-class warship, capable of launching Tomahawk cruise missiles with ranges exceeding 1,600 kilometers. That means no Venezuelan target is out of reach. Their combat history speaks volumes. The Gravely has already proven its might in the Red Sea against Houthi forces, carrying out precision strikes with deadly accuracy. And that's not all. The destroyers are accompanied by thousands of U.S. Marines, veterans of Iraq, Afghanistan, and global counterterrorism missions. These troops are hardened, battle-tested, and equipped with cutting-edge technology. In contrast, Venezuela's armed forces remain largely dependent on aging Soviet-era equipment, aircraft, tanks, and missile systems that would struggle to survive even the first wave of U.S. attacks. But Maduro is not without his own strategy. On television, he spoke of unity, vowing to arm workers, farmers, and civilians to form a national militia. 4.5 million Venezuelans on paper sounds like a massive force, larger than the armies of many nations combined. Yet experts warn, numbers do not equal strength. Most of these so-called soldiers lack proper training, combat experience, and modern weapons. Against the professional machinery of the U.S. military, the odds are brutally one-sided. This isn't the first time Venezuela and the United States have faced off. Back in 2019, Trump attempted to push Maduro from power, recognizing opposition leader Juan Guaidó as the country's legitimate president. At that time, Maduro had a powerful shield: Russia. Vladimir Putin sent special forces and military advisors into Venezuela, signaling that Moscow would not allow Maduro to fall. The U.S. military backed off, and for a while, Maduro survived. But today the situation has changed completely. Russia is trapped in a costly and exhausting war in Ukraine. Its military has suffered heavy losses, its economy is strained, and its global influence has weakened. For Putin, opening a second front in Venezuela, nearly 11,000 kilometers away, is simply impossible. He has not even issued a statement in Maduro's defense this time. The silence from Moscow speaks louder than words. Venezuela is on its own. So what choices does Maduro really have? He can fight, mobilizing millions of civilians and risking total devastation. He can attempt to negotiate, but Washington has already placed a staggering $50 million bounty on his head, a reward even larger than the one offered for Osama bin Laden. Or he can flee, but where? Few nations are willing to defy the United States openly, and even fewer would risk becoming the next target of U.S. sanctions and military pressure. Meanwhile, Latin America watches from the sidelines. Mexico's new leadership expresses verbal support, but words alone cannot stop American warships. Brazil and Argentina remain silent, lacking both the will and the strength to challenge the U.S. militarily. Across the region, leaders know the reality. If Maduro falls, no one will dare step in his way. And so, Venezuela stands at a crossroads. On one side, Maduro's fiery speeches, his promises of resistance, and his millions of militia members. On the other, the unmatched firepower of the United States Navy, ready and waiting just off his shores. The question now is not whether the U.S. can topple Maduro, but whether they will. And if they do, will Venezuela descend into chaos? Or will this be the final chapter in Maduro's long and controversial rule? For now, one thing is certain: the countdown has begun and the world is watching.